I'd finished making like half a video, decided it was garbage, started it over, and realized the footage was upside down and sideways anyway. So I'm terrified of that right now. Like, if this video comes out upside down and sideways, uh, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's like 5 in the morning, Saturday. I just wanted to get this topic out of my head, and it was a post that my friend had reblogged on Tumblr that I just saw like a few minutes ago, and I'd like to think she reblogged it because it reminded her of me because I told her the exact same thing, and that is, sometimes you have to cut people out of your life, but that doesn't mean you just stop missing them. Um, a very specific person in my life, I had to basically, I had to tell that person goodbye just because it wasn't good for me to talk to them anymore. Um, and it sucks because it's usually someone you're very close to. I mean, like you have to have a reason to cut this person out of your life, right? And I don't think you have any reason to cut a stranger out of your life and feel something about it the next day. Usually, it's someone very very close to you, and this happened to me. This happened to be one of my very best friends. Um, and the post continues to say, remind like reminder that it's not the person you're missing, but rather the memories. And I thought that there couldn't be any truer statement in that. It's not the fact that you miss that person; it's that you miss being around them because they gave you all these great memories. And all that's it's kind of valid, I guess, because why wouldn't I mean, like, if you had bad memories with this person, why would you want them around, right? But that's the thing, I guess. It's just you think about these very specific moments, and then you think, maybe I should call this person back. Maybe I should send them a text. Maybe I should just ask them how they're doing. Um, but you gotta think about it really clearly. What you're doing, you gotta think about the outcomes of these events, because they kind of end up worse than you think they could. You could just end up going back and ruining all the progress you've made trying to cut this person out of your life with just one phone call or one text. You could go all the way back to square one when you were like all so close to reaching the top. Um, and I promise, like, I get it's tough, and I honestly it sucks for me, especially for another specific reason, which I also want to talk about today. But it, it's just try to maintain a sense of self control, and just not call that person, not talk to that person, because um, you're looking at it with rose colored nostalgia glasses. You're not thinking of all the reasons why you had to get rid of this person in the first place. And trust me, if you're missing someone because you had to get rid of them, you probably had a reason to get rid of them. I mean, like, unless it was something that was out of your control, but the implication of like cutting someone off means that you did it deliberately and for a very specific reason, and assume those reasons are good. So try not to beat yourself up over it like I do, and try to control yourself and just not to talk to that person, because I understand. I understand, because I deleted that person's number. I haven't talked to that person. It hasn't even been that long, but at the same time, it's just you know I still see her on some social media sites, and I guess I still have trouble letting go of that. Like, I could just delete her right there, and I would never ever see her again in my life. And that's the thing, is I'm scared of never ever seeing her again for the rest of my life. And I get that's bad, and that doesn't really sound like progress, but I haven't talked to her. I haven't, I haven't talked to her at all. You know, as much as I really want to. Um, I just don't. But the other thing I want to talk about is the effects these kinds of people will have on you. And I don't know if it's just me, but like, okay, like it's not even that person's fault because well, no, hold on, how do I phrase this? So this week, um, I've been walking around campus a lot, just because I've been coming there kind of odd hours, kind of talking to some different people, I guess. And because of the fact that I've been walking around at odd hours, uh, got to see some old friends, and one of my friends, I saw because she had just gotten out of the big psych test. It was a second exam, um, and after you're done, you get to leave early, and she was waiting for the rest of her class because she wanted to see how everyone else did. Um, so in the morning, I saw her just sitting there with her friend, and I wanted to say hi, and I wanted to say her name, but I realized I couldn't because she shared the same name with that person that I cut off from my life, and the fact that certain names can be poison to you is kind of tough. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's hard to. It was hard to say her name a bit, I guess. Like I said it. Oh, I don't even think I said it actually. It's just because of the fact that saying it kind of brought, like, I don't want to say like a bad taste in my mouth, but this this weird, like this wasn't even the same person, but just the fact that they shared the same name kind of gets to me. And I don't know if anyone else has that, but the fact that some names can be poison to you is really terrible. Because what if you meet someone really wonderful with that same name? Do you tell that person? Um, I kind of feel obligated. Like if I ever meet someone with the same name, I feel kind of obligated to tell that person how I feel about that name. But at the same time, it's like, what are you gonna do about it? Why are you even telling this person? It's just to make them feel bad for having a name. They didn't choose it. Um, at the same time, it's like it kind of bothers me for a little bit. I get it's not something they can control, but oh, it's hard to explain. Um, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I guess. Um, I just wish I didn't have it. I wish he had a different name. Both of them. It doesn't even matter which one. It's just I would rather, or number one, I would rather not have that name be like associated with that person. I just wish that I hope that one day I'll be able to move on far enough that that name won't bother me anymore to the extent that it kind of does now. And that's not to say that like hearing the word triggers me. I mean, it's not like there's anything to be triggered anyway. It's just that that name kind of brings up a couple of memories, and just saying the name. And I feel like if I told my friends, hey, I'm gonna hang out with blank this week, they're gonna look at me like what? Like, cause but I'd have to be like, no, let me explain. And I'd have to, I don't know. It's just something that's been rolling through my head. I guess it's not that much of a big problem, but it was something in my head, and I was just thinking about it because I've been talking to this person, I don't know, for like 2 or 3 days. Actually, very recently, ever since I saw her uh, that day, waiting outside for a test. Uh, kind of been, I kind of been seeing her on campus a lot more than previously. But that's pretty much all I have to say for that. Other than that, I guess I've been slowly these videos have been slowly less about my week, but more about things going through my head. And I kind of do enjoy talking about my week. That was my first and that was my first goal, making these videos just a place to put my thoughts, I guess. But also just because I love talking about myself because I don't know, I'm an egotist, I guess. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I try to think of some interesting topics to think about, something that I hope people will relate to. And I'm sure at least, if not for the second part, I'm sure people will relate to that first thought of just, just it's okay to miss someone. I promise. I promise it's okay. Just, even if you cut them off for all the right reasons, you will still feel like, you want to talk to that person, and that's okay. But as long as you know that you shouldn't, as long as you don't, you know, that's fine. Um, and the other thing, I guess it's just, certain words kind of trigger certain thoughts in your head, whether they be good thoughts or bad thoughts. It's just doesn't sit well with me. Because I have a similar thing with another friend of mine, and actually this is one of my best friends. She shares the same name with another bad experience with a different girl, and that's not necessarily a bad experience with that specific girl, but that girl's boyfriend. But that's another story for a different video because I'm running at almost 11 minutes, and people don't like people see the timestamps on these, I bet, and just click away. But other than that, what did I do this week? Well, the Star Wars Battlefront beta show it started up. Just lots of nostalgia this week, I guess. Thinking about my past. I used to play Battlefront with my cousin a lot because when we both used to live in the same house, he would call me over to his room, and we'd play Battlefront, just split screen, and I'd be ass at it, but he'd help me, he'd let me win sometimes, and I'd feel like shit because he let me win, and I was like, I bet I can beat you by myself. I never did, actually. We used cheats all the time, but it was fun, and just playing Battlefront today, it brought back some memories. I know it's not the same game. It doesn't feel like the same game. You know what I mean? Um, to be fair, Battlefront was never that complicated in the first place. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm just not remembering it very well. Maybe it does. The controls do feel a little bit like the same. You get a crouch button and you get a first-person view. I guess that's new, but other than that, it's fun. And in lieu of that, the video I'll be posting this week, the first one at least, will be Star Wars related. I'm gonna try to post more videos because I've been recording a lot of stuff from Metal Gear, and if I post one video a week, I will have enough content to last me forever. And that's not really what I want. I actually just want to get rid of these videos, just because they take up space on my phone. What I do is I I save the videos, I share them on Facebook, and then I save them to my phone and post them to YouTube that way. I could just post it to YouTube straight away, but that means I would have to link another account to my PSN, and I don't really want that. But anyway, that's enough from me, I guess. Um, I don't know what to say. Just I hope everyone has a fantastic week. Don't dwell in the past. I promise you, it's not good. Um, I don't know. I thought I had something more poignant to say than that. Just take care of yourself, and I'll see everyone next week.